Back to a little bit about my career. I graduated New York Restaurant School in 1997. I went right into the Food Network. I think they were 3 years old at that time, and I did a lot of the mise en place setups. Mise en place is a French term for having your stuff together for the celebrity chefs behind the scenes. I worked there until they found a position for me for Food Network Live, which I traveled the country and did a lot of cooking with local celebrity chefs throughout the country and restaurant chefs, and got to know them and went out to eat for lunch, went out to eat for dinner at the best restaurants in that state. And I was eating and eating and eating, and that's when it all started happening to me. I was around food, and I had to eat the food that they brought out, and they were usually ready to impress anybody that worked for the Food Network. So when I was sitting at tables with Mario Batali, with Sarah Moulton, with Jacques Pepin, they were bringing out the best food and lots of it. So we had to eat it. And then I moved on to Great Performances, which is a huge catering company in Manhattan. And we dealt with the upscale, rich and famous type of people, from a party of two, private party in a penthouse, to a huge event at the Roxy event with Mario Cuomo's, I believe, inauguration party, Mayor Bloomberg's inauguration party. And it was my job to make sure that all the food was there properly and on time, and we never ran out of food and kept the customer happy. 9/11 happened. 9/11 was my extreme turnaround in my life. I was on my way to work that morning, and Great Performances is on Spring Street, and I was taking the subway from Brooklyn, and people came running on the subway, screaming and yelling, and I had no idea what happened. I thought it was a shooting or a stabbing or something, and I just went up to the street level and I looked up, and that's the part where it changed my life. And from then on, Great Performances went on to helping the rescue workers and their families of the victims, and the firemen and the policemen, and we were giving them the food and sending them the rich and famous. Parties weren't happening in New York City at that time. Nobody was celebrating anything. So it was just constant food. 25,000 servings a day we were doing for the rescue workers and family members down by the pier. I believe that was my best work I ever did, is help the families, the rescue workers. And it was also an honor to cook at the Police Academy of the New York Police Department and have these guys come in from working the hard days of down by Ground Zero to watching the streets, and they would come in and have this food ready for them, and they would be thanking me. And I just was, why are you thanking me? I should not be thanking you. America should be thanking you. So that was my 9/11 experience. And after, in January, I was laid off from Great Performances, and that's when both me and my wife came to New Jersey and looking for a better life out here and away from New York and all the hectic that 9/11 brought. That's when we started, we bought our home, started our family. And then I had a job at West Windsor, Plainsboro High School, and I cooked for kids at the high school and brought a new level of cafeteria food to them, and had a blast of dealing with teachers and cooking for the kids, and brought them a lot of different kind of foods and tried more healthier foods, from sliced pork to chicken dishes, grilled chicken, pasta dishes, different pasta dishes that they liked. I started a program for the teachers that we called Camelot Cafe, and I got teachers in the high school to meet with each other that they knew each other from outside the school, but until they worked together, they didn't know they even worked in the same high school until they came together at lunch. I'll leave it at there, and we'll go to the next.